Will the guests please be seated? We ask that the candidates, faculty, and platform party members please stand for the presentation of the mace. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? In preparation for the presentation and posting of the colors and the playing of our national anthem, please stand and remove any hats or other headdress and place your right hand over your heart in salute to our nation's flag. Today's color guard is provided by the Stephen F. Austin State University Department of Military Science. These young men and women will soon join the ranks of over 600 officers appointed from SFA and lead American soldiers across the globe in defense of our freedom. The national colors are being posted by the Stephen F. Austin State University Army ROTC Color Guard.
The Color Guard is comprised of members of the Lumberjack Battalion Color Guard.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. I'm Steve Bullard, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. And on behalf of our faculty, staff, and students today, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the December 2020 commencement ceremony at Stephen F. Austin State University. It's wonderful to see so many family and friends here today to celebrate the accomplishments of our students. Please know that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought a different look to many SFA traditions this year, and this commencement ceremony is no exception. Our seating arrangement is certainly different, and traditional activities like the academic processional and handshakes will not occur today. However, we're very excited to acknowledge our graduates, and we're excited to have you here today as well to participate in this opportunity to celebrate these significant accomplishments, indeed noteworthy milestones in life. At this time, I'd like to introduce the platform party. I shall ask each individual to stand as introduced and to remain standing until all are introduced so that we might recognize them together. To my left on the top row is Dr. Judy Abbott, Dean, James I. Perkins College of Education. Dr. Kevin Langford, Interim Chair, Department of Biology. Dr. Pauline Sampson, Dean of Research and Graduate Studies. And to my left on the front row is Ms. Linda Langham, Registrar. To my right is Dr. Scott Gordon, President, and Mr. Matthew Cotton, Sign Language Interpreter. Beginning on my left, on the first row of the floor, is Mr. Tom Mason, Board of Regents from Dallas. Ms. Bridget Henderson, Board of Regents from Lufkin. Mr. Robert Flores, Board of Regents from Nacogdoches. Ms. Ireland Bramhall, Board of Regents Student Representative from Ennis. To my left on the second row on the floor, Dr. Danny Gallant, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Steve Westbrook, Vice President for University Affairs. Ms. Jill Still, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Jonathan Mitchell, Faculty Senate Representative. And Dr. Mark Guidry, Associate Provost. To my left on the third row on the floor, Dr. Mashara Delaney Fields, Chief Diversity Officer. Dr. Holly Smith, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs for Programs. Ms. Nita Hudson, Lecturer of Music. And Mr. Craig Turnage, Executive Director of Alumni Relations. And I believe on the fourth row to my left is Mr. Chris Moore, Student Government Association President. Please join me in recognizing this distinguished group this afternoon. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Ms. Ireland Bramhall, our Student Regent Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would also like to welcome you to this commencement ceremony. This is a wonderful and exciting time for all of us, especially for our graduates and their family and friends. Please remember that each graduate and guest deserves to enjoy a ceremony without inappropriate or excessive interruptions. Please do not disrupt the proceedings with prolonged noise, the use of air horns, or other such activities. We are so glad you're here, and I hope it is a great day for all. Thank you so much, and Axum Jacks.
Good afternoon, and I would like to welcome you to the Fall 2020 graduation ceremony for Stephen F. Austin State University. I would especially like to welcome the parents and other family members who are attending today, because I know for a student to graduate from an institution of higher education, it often requires sacrifices from all members of the family. In addition, we are all aware that the holidays are approaching, and I cannot think of a better present for a parent to receive than have a son or daughter graduate from SFA. Students, I would like to congratulate you and tell you how proud we are that you selected SFA as your university. We say that we challenge minds and change lives. When you reflect on your time here, I think you'll be able to agree that between your very first class in this celebration today, your mind was challenged, and you have transformed in ways that will help take you anywhere you want to go in this world. Between all 5 of our ceremonies this weekend, more than 1,000 SFA students will soon become more than 1,000 SFA graduates and alums. I'm going to call out a variety of categories this afternoon, and if you're in one of these, please stand, and I would like for you to continue standing to see if we can get all of our graduating students standing. If you are a veteran or currently serving in the military, please stand and remain standing. And thank you for your service. If you are first in your family to attend college, please stand. If you are raising children, please stand. Remain standing. If you worked while taking classes, please stand and remain standing. I see we still have a few that aren't standing. Let's see if this one will do it. If you're happy you don't have to take another exam, please stand. Thank you, and you may be seated. Earning a degree is not easy. You certainly know that. The road to a degree is seldom a smooth one. It's full of ups and downs, but through your persistence and with the help of your professors across this university, here you are. You've made it. I urge you to remain loyal to your university and keep us advised of your successes in the years ahead. And our faculty. Without a strong and committed faculty, none of these graduates would be here today. I would like to thank each faculty member here for your dedication to your discipline, your dedication to teaching, and your commitment to our university and our students. There's no doubt in my mind that each student that's graduating here today owes a special debt of gratitude to you, our faculty. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Well, this is typically the time when I introduce a commencement speaker, but today I will be serving as your commencement speaker. And what I want to do today is talk to you about journeys. I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey, and I want to see if my journey resembles yours at all. So, again, I am so pleased and proud to serve as the 9th president of Stephen F. Austin State University. I became president about 18 months ago, so I guess you could say I'm a sophomore. But in that short time, I have fallen in love with SFA, its students, its traditions, its values, and this wonderful community. It's great to have this opportunity and for allowing me to share a little bit of my journey. You know, my journey started in a small, much smaller than Nacogdoches community in the northern New York Adirondack Mountains, an area that was rugged, rural and economically challenged area of the Adirondacks. I'm a first-generation college student. came from a very low socioeconomic background. During my schooling, I was on free and reduced lunch. And in fact, there was a time when I was in middle school when I remember going through the lunch line, and I had a pink ticket, lunch ticket. They didn't have keypads back then. And I remember one of my friends who was standing behind me saying, "Why is your lunch ticket pink? Because everybody else's was white." And my mind started to race, and I was thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll tell them that my ticket was in the laundry when I had my red sweatshirt. And another kid from back of the line says, "That's because he's poor." Gut-wrenching, devastating. That had an impact on me. But what education has done is allowed me to look back at that and say, I'm proud as heck. You know, it was tough back in those days. My dad was a laborer with the Department of Transportation. My mom worked in the home. My dad, in the summertime, he worked out on the highway, laying asphalt, putting hot tar in cracks on the road. He would come home and he'd have little burn marks all over him from that hot tar. And then I'd see him in the wintertime, come home, and up there, 0 is average during the winter. There were days that it was 30 below 0. He would come home from putting salt and sand on the road. And he would come in, and my mom would say, "You look blue." And he would be shaking. He was out in that 30 below 0 weather, throwing shovels of sand and salt onto the roadway. I can remember him wrapping up in a blanket, my mom putting him next to the register, and my dad, while he was shaking, saying, "You kids are going to college. I don't want you to have to do this. I want you to have choices." Well, that was pretty heavy coming from a man who, according as he would say it, I graduated from the 8th grade. That's the formal education that he received, to the 8th grade. But he always knew that education was a key to choices. So I was able to go to college. If it weren't for scholarships, if it weren't for loans, I'm not sure I would have been able to. And I'm sure a lot of you have that same situation. And so I attended the State University of New York at Cortland, and I'm sure some of you can relate to this journey that I had. My first year was spectacular. But I spent the next 3 years digging myself out of that hole. And I will always remember my dad saying, "If you want to limit those choices, keep doing what you've been doing that first year." And it hit me. And I started to really put forth the work that was necessary. I got involved in undergraduate research, and I got involved working with professors, much like the ones we have sitting here today. And I had professors who saw more in me than I actually saw in myself, that mentored me. And that taught the fact that mentoring is so important for all of us. And the fact that if you've been mentored, you understand and you know that giving back and being a mentor is so important. It taught me teamwork, collaboration, hard work, perseverance, loyalty, and I can go on with those adjectives. Because of those people who believed in me and helped to push me beyond the boundaries that I thought I had, I was allowed to go to graduate school. I attended the University of Tennessee. And there, I received a degree in botany and mycology. Now, I understand we have the science folks here today. So my degree specialty was mycology, the study of fungi. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a fun guy or anything, but what I will tell you is if you hang around me, I'll grow on you. That's the only joke. So I want to ask you students, what about your journey? Your journey to and your journey within SFA. Let's think about it. Who knew that when you began your journey toward a college degree at SFA, the challenges that would be placed before you, that we would be wearing masks as a daily component of our wardrobe, that we would be worried about what kind of fashion statement we would be presenting with our variety of masks, that whether or not we would meet with other people, our families, our loved ones, in group settings could become an absolute gut-wrenching dilemma. Who would have thought that hand sanitizer and bathroom tissue would ever become a hot commodity? And in the face of these challenges, through your resilience, through your persistence, and through your patience, you made a choice to persevere. You succeeded in spite of the challenges that were placed before you, especially in this COVID environment. The same resilience and persistence that brought you to this moment will sustain you through the future. And although the future may feel more unknown and uncertain than ever, our nation and its citizens have faced challenges like this in the past. This is not our first pandemic, and unfortunately, it won't be our last. But like our predecessors who faced national challenges, it is vital that we are ready and willing to journey into the unknown, that we choose to continue to work toward our goals, our dreams, even when circumstances around us change. Because that's one thing I can guarantee you, normal never lasts very long. But your lumberjack experience has prepared you for the challenges you'll face in the future and the unknown. Think back to the first time you began your journey as an SFA student and everything you have learned since that time. How much more experienced are you today than you were back then? The confidence that you have developed, how prepared you are for your career. This transformational experience, the personal growth you've made from your first days at SFA to now, will serve as a guide for you in the future. A guide for you to never give up, to never give in, to use your degree to positively impact your career, your family, and to use that degree to help your community. Your degree opens doors and choices to a new world. Lumberjacks before you have become doctors and lawyers. They've earned Nobel Prizes and Academy Awards. They've become governors and state legislators. And they've built business empires. Olympic soccer star Abby Wambach recently said that our collective success is determined by individual accountability. She said that the greatest teams are made up of individual players who fling themselves toward the soccer ball because they each relentlessly believe in their own greatness. So be relentless champions of your own abilities. I believe that you can't wait for that moment when the ball comes to you to decide whether or not you're good enough. You need to decide right now. No one else can decide that for you. And you must always continue to work toward greatness, because in this world, lifelong learning is no longer optional. You must continue to grow intellectually. So, look at what you've accomplished in the environment in which you accomplished it. Be bold. You've earned the right. Believe in yourself, even when nobody else does. In fact, especially when nobody else does. You know, Wambach was right when she said that there will be a time when the ball comes to you. And when that happens, when it's your turn to make a difference, make a choice to show up as if your collective future depends on you, because it does. So, graduates, congratulations. I know the diploma you're about to receive will make your holiday season as bright as ever. And as always, go out there and act some.
Thank you, Dr. Gordon. At this time, will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? President Gordon, each of these candidates has completed the appropriate course of study for the master's degree, and each is recommended to you by the graduate faculty and the Dean of Graduate Studies as being qualified for the rights and privileges of a person of wisdom.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the university, I award to each of you the appropriate degree. Please come forward.
The Graduate School, Dr. Pauline Sampson, Dean. Desiree Marie Flores. Travis Scott Galley. Amy Lynn Perkinson.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? President Gordon, each of these candidates has completed the appropriate course of study for the baccalaureate degree, and each is recommended to you by the faculty and the Council of Deans as being qualified for the rights and privileges of a person of reason.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the university, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degree. Will you please come forward?
The James I. Perkins College of Education, Dr. Judy A. Abbott, Dean. Jakayla Angel. Patrick Douglas Ball. Jillian Alexandra Barrett. Rebecca Lynn Barron. Colby Bears. Graduating magna cum laude, Brantley Sarah Brown. Graduating summa cum laude, University Scholar, Stastny Nicole Brown. Graduating magna cum laude, Heather Marie Cantu. Roderick Dwayne Champion. Destiny Elise Chapman. Setzingary Shasid Chavez. Graduating cum laude, Wendy K. Chavez. Jasmine Nicole Clark. Emitcha Danielle Malik Coleman. Cameron Rashad Coleman. Graduating cum laude, University Scholar, Kiana Monet Collins. Jamie Lynn Contreras. Second Lieutenant Cole J. Costigan. Gabrielle Ann Zapla. Graduating summa cum laude, Ashley Nicole Davis. Leon A. Denina. Graduating cum laude, Aaliyah Danae Dillard. Mackenzie Bland Dawkins. Kaylee Caprice Fail. Caitlin Nicole Gass. Graduating magna cum laude, University Scholar, Kimberlyn Effie Gherkin. Siboney Gabrielle Gilder. Tommy Ann Goodman. Jackson Niles Gore. Kaylin Rosemarie Green. Graduating cum laude, Hannah Claire Hall. Antoine Hampton. LaKoya Denise Henderson. Marcellus Anthony Henderson. Lisette Liliana Hernandez. Summer Nikier Hines. Cameron W. Hinson. Ryan A. Hunter. Kendra Latrice Sunjay Jackson. Courtney Janae Jacobs. Graduating magna cum laude, Dwayna Larice Johnson. Elizabeth Ray Joins. Quinshawn Malik Jones. Taylor Kiera Jones. Kirkland Odell Joseph. Graduating cum laude, Shelby Grace Langdon. Jarrell Rashid Lockhart. Lori Elaine Manchak. Keelan O'Keefe Mathis. Lillian Page Mayhall. Melissa Dominique McDonald. Mateo Dylan Mraz. James Lee Metcalf. Maya Rashay Miller. Stephen Cameron Nemeth. Frank Ng. Jesse Ochoa. Monica Ortiz. Edgar Padilla. Michael Ryan Parker. Kenzie M. Payne. Henry Miller Pickett. Kesia Arne Polk. Cody James Prell. Samuel Max Pryor. Graduating cum laude, Edgar Ramirez. Adalberto Ramos. Macy Elizabeth Ray. Graduating cum laude, Ariel Marie Reeves. Alexis Monique Rhodes. Christina Natrice Riley. Gregorio Fidel Rojo. Laskasha Anae Ross. Graduating cum laude, Natika Yatrice Sam. Crystal Mariam Samuel. Remy M. Simmons. Madison Bailey Smithhart. Graduating cum laude, University Scholar, Michaela Javoncia Spearman. Zachary Scott Spears. Graduating cum laude, Logan Allen Stoddard. Graduating magna cum laude, Madeline Elena Talbot. Jacob Allen Taylor. Kira Dawn Thurwanger. Graduating cum laude, University Scholar, Linesia Simone Turunsky. Alexandra Michelle Trevino. Graduating cum laude, Megan Alexis Villarreal. Ashley Brianna Washington. Graduating magna cum laude, Carissa Janae Wells. Logan Cade Wilkerson. Dreana Mayette Williams. Graduating cum laude, University Scholar, Olivia Rose Wilson. Danica Woodside. Dylan Jameson Wright. Graduating cum laude, Lauren Ashley Wright. Tyler Gibson Zivney.
Representing the College of Sciences and Mathematics, Dr. Kevin Langford, Associate Professor and Interim Chair of the Department of Biology.
Graduating cum laude, Sunny Marie Señeres Husa. Noah Hogan Richards. Hunter Cole Strickland. Graduating magna cum laude university scholar, Sabina Adakari. Graduating cum laude university scholar, Joseph Lloyd Amell. Graduating magna cum laude, Timothy Lee Bailey. Graduating summa cum laude, Brian Kyle Bass. Naya Delaney Bell. Graduating summa cum laude university scholar, Sarah Elizabeth Boone. Hannah Elizabeth Burton. Vanessa Francine Cameron. Valerie Lynn Castillo. Graduating summa cum laude, Orrin Ray Cummings. J.C. Lee Daniels. Cole Bridges Donald. Sandy Brene Durham. Andrew Connor Fletcher. Elizabeth R. Foreman. Andrew William Henry. Christina Elise Hernandez. Jernisa Marie Hodge. Graduating cum laude, Alice Huang. Christine Gabrielle Koenig. Jonathan Mason Lowry. Alyssa Brienne Mayfield. Jahida Abigail Mendoza. Graduating cum laude, Madison Renee Morrow. Graduating magna cum laude, Clark Wesley Norris. Sonny Perez. Tiana Yasmin Ridoff. Chance Joshua Robinson. Ryan Leonardo Ronquillo. Graduating summa cum laude university scholar, Anna Elizabeth Schuring. Graduating summa cum laude, Jack Henry Snow. Adam Sullivan. Christina Madeline Tarango. Kiona Monet Thomas Randall. Graduating magna cum laude, Jacqueline Victoria Thompson. Avery Virginia Torres. Hannah Adair Antley. Taylor Lee Archer. Raylan Nicole Axelson. Hannah Elizabeth Barentine. Graduating cum laude, Tabitha Becerra Gonzalez. Michelle Elizabeth Bettinger. Graduating cum laude, Julianne Lee Boyles. Maddie Grace Bovea. Victoria Titiana Bowie. Graduating cum laude, Micaiah Ray Brown. Sierra Leanne Campbell. Taylor Ray Christopher. Graduating cum laude, Haley Danielle Clark. Jocelyn Rita Marie Clark. Graduating cum laude, Emily Jo Craig. Carrie Elise Craig. Michelle Jeanette Cusimano. Graduating summa cum laude, Alexandria Grace Damian. Vanessa Jalen Deaver. Graduating cum laude, Julie Dupre. Kylie Grace Frampton. Rohan Gambir. Clarissa Jeanette Garcia. Lauren Bailey Gibson. Jacob A. Griffith. Everett Paul Grimaldo. Graduating summa cum laude, University Scholar, Haley Michelle Gross. Graduating magna cum laude, Katie Gyomlai. Bailey Ann Hampshire. Tristan Brianne Hancock. Graduating cum laude, Jordan Taylor Hill. Graduating cum laude, Colby Scott Johnson. Esther Janet Kiakua. Graduating cum laude, Rebecca Landaverde. Graduating magna cum laude, Erin Cecilia LaRoe. Graduating cum laude, Jordan Elizabeth Lehrer. Caitlin Cheyenne Lum. Yuri Minerva Martinez. Katie Morgan MacArthur. Graduating cum laude, Sarah Elizabeth McLean. Devin Alexander McMinn. Graduating cum laude, Natalie Ann McComber. Shannon Miller. Graduating magna cum laude, Haley Nicole Miller. Graduating cum laude, Hannah Nicole Moore. Chanel Yewande Olagundoye. Tiffany Michelle Oliver. Graduating magna cum laude, Andrea Nicole Paredes. Hannah Lynn Passon. Graduating magna cum laude, Hannah Elizabeth Perry. Taylor Jordan Poole. Annabelle Rose Prinsloo. Jalen LaShawn Rawls. Graduating cum laude, Stephanie Denise Ruiz. Graduating magna cum laude, Karen Valeria Salazar. University Scholar, Laura Ashley Shelton. Kristen Elaine Shields. Brandon Kyle Shipley. Carly Frances Smelser. Caleb Lavelle Spearman. Natalie Christine Spillers. Taylor Sterling Squires. Graduating cum laude, Bailey Michael Taylor. Graduating cum laude, Zurich Michaela Taylor. Elvira Elena Tobias. Graduating magna cum laude, Haley Brazel Truss. Promise Onyedikachukwu Uzoulu. Graduating summa cum laude, Sierra K. Williams. Ariel F. Winstead. Tanisha Selene Young.
Before I have Dr. Bullard come up and close out these commencement exercises, I do have a couple of special recognitions. Over the course of the last 2 days, we have had 5 separate commencement ceremonies, and that would not have been possible without a lot of hard work and logistics from many, many dedicated staff here at the university. So I would like for all of those who have been involved with helping us to deliver these commencement ceremonies to please raise your hands, raise your arms so that we can recognize you. Dr. Westbrook, would you please stand? Dr. Steve Westbrook, who is our Vice President for University Affairs, is a very special person. Dr. Westbrook came to SFA in 1977. He's an alum of Stephen F. Austin State University and has been with the university for over 40 years. Dr. Westbrook is not just a great SFA alum. Dr. Westbrook is a great leader, an outstanding citizen, a lumberjack through and through, and one of the best people I have ever met. So, Dr. Westbrook, I know commencement is sometimes seen as the end. This is your beginning, retirement. We hope you have a great retirement. Thank you for everything you have done, and another round of applause for a great man.
As we near the conclusion of our ceremony this afternoon, we want to thank you for sharing this celebration of the accomplishments of many of our students. Please know that you're always welcome on this campus, and we hope that you'll return frequently. At this time, Mr. Craig Turnage will offer brief congratulatory remarks to our graduates. Following his remarks, Ms. Anita Hudson will sing the university song, and we ask that you please stand and join us in singing the song. The words are on the back of our program, and they'll also be on the screen. At the conclusion of the university song, the platform party will depart, followed by the academic recession, and guests and students will be dismissed by the announcer.
On behalf of the SFA Alumni Association and over 100,000 living SFA alumni, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you into the alumni family. Congratulations. We look forward to you being an active member in the SFA Alumni Association. Now, at this time, for those of you that wear the SFA ring, it is time for you to turn your ring around with the SFA facing away from you as a symbol to the world that you're a proud SFA alumnus. Graduates, move your tassels. Congratulations, Merry Christmas, and as always, Axe 'em Jacks.
Oh, future bright, 'neath the purple and white, all hail to SFA. Mid Texas pines, we have found peaceful shrines where every month is May. Long live our alma mater, honor to thee forever. As years unfold, happy memories will hold. All hail to SFA.
In order to dismiss safely, please remain seated until your section is called. In order to avoid crowd congestion, once your section is dismissed, proceed to exit and parking lot area. Members of